You know the drill by now. I discovered that the update changed all of my microphone settings afterwards at the wrong time. Okay. What's good? It's me. Hi, everybody. Hello, horrendous toe fungus and Haley and Ash. How are you all doing? Living my best life, you know? Uh huh. Hello. Haley, I've seen you twice in a day. How about that? You want to see what terrible, awful, boring thing I'm doing right now? And then, so I'm looking at this, right? Oh, why aren't you showing up? Huh? There we go. Yeah, let me shrink that for you a bit. Yeah. Look at the joy that we're dealing with right now. So, what I'm doing right now is right now I'm cataloging uh and like quantifying, that's the right word, quantifying the right amount of materials that I'm using for each item and my production. So, uh, everywhere you see, right? Uh, I have, we have 120 iron coming from a satellite factory. We have all of this iron coming from the Little RatOlie headquarters. We have all of this coming from the foundry train set. And we have all of this coming from the Oily Town City train set. And then these are recipes. And so it starts easy. It's the recipe for iron plate. It requires 30 iron. It outputs 2 iron plates. Same thing goes with rods. It's straightforward. Then it gets different. Then screws happen. Screws require 10 iron rods. Makes 40 screws. So I want to figure out how much each one costs at its bare minimum. So 40 screws takes 10 iron to make. Straightforward because it's only one step. Then we get into reinforced iron plates, which requires screws. So that's another step on top of the iron plates. So all of that, 30 iron plates plus 60 screw makes 10 reinforced iron plates, which is also known as 45 iron. And so I'm also quantifying the difference between the alternate recipes that they offer and just the regular ones. And I'm finding that a lot of them are just kind of worse or like situational if you're too lazy to like pump stuff in. Or if like you want to conserve power. I don't give a shit about conserving power. We're just gonna go load up more shit, you know? And so that gets to, have modular frames and how much I need of that and all that fun stuff. And I'm trying to make the base organized. And so I'm going to try to produce all of the amount of stuff that I need at once. Then, you know? So, like, if I'm trying to make a supercomputer, which is what we're trying to do, I want to not have to scroll across the entirety of everything and I want it to be organized. And so this is what it takes. So I'm just kind of going back and forth looking at things, right? And seeing what I need to do. So, like, here, I haven't done encased beams yet. And so we're going to go into our concrete and stuff tab, right? So this encased industrial beam requires 18 steel beams and 36 concrete. Makes 6 encased industrial beam. Now I should probably add steel and its production so I can just see what is better, I guess. So let me build a foundry. So I'm doing this steel ingot because this one's the better version. So just to make a regular steel ingot, right? 40 iron. And when if it's iron ingot, I'm just saying iron because it's the 1-to-1 ratio. It's easier. Steel ingot. That's 40 iron and 40 coal. Makes 60 steel ingots. I didn't even know I had this alternate. If I add a little bit of concrete, I can make more steel beams. Cool. Don't need that. I think it's a constructor is what we make them in. Yeah. So a steel beam requires 60 steel ingots. That makes 15 steel beams. So a horribly inefficient rate, right? That's a 25% rate from ingot to product. Now steel pipe is a little bit more efficient. For 30 steel ingots, you get 20 steel pipe. Hi, Vio. So actually, this takes 40 iron and 40 coal to make 15 beams. So this one only takes half that. So instead of putting all that there, I should really quantify what it's doing. So it says 30 steel pipe. So it actually is this and a half of this. So that's 30 iron and 30 coal, right? No. Yes. Yes. But I already have iron here. So that's the true cost of a motor. Now let's see, 7.5 steel pipe. See, it's at this point where I just take my calculator out and we do 7.5 times parenthesis. Well, no. So I have to do the base, right? So if I'm looking at this crap, so I'm looking at 20 times parenthesis 7.5 divided by 20. So it takes 20. No. That can't be right. Okay, no, yeah. What am I going on about? So this is actually 7.5. No, that can't be right. No, it is right. So it's a 1-to-1. So for every one steel pipe I make, it's one steel ingot. And same thing with coal. So for every one steel pipe, it's one ingot of iron and one ingot of coal. It's not an ingot, but you know. So this automated wiring is actually iron and 7.5 coal. I made a mistake of having AET's videos as background during my workout. I ended up taking double the time. Nice. Hey, but get that extra workout, man. Yeehaw! So now this encased industrial beam is 18 steel beams. So we're gonna take however much we make. So, you know, we spend 40 to make 15. So we're going to do 40 times, and then we're going to divide our 18 by 15, because that'll give us the higher ratio of what we're actually using. So it'll tell us how much real iron we're using. So for 18 steel beams, we actually use 48 iron and 48 coal. And limestone, this is just regular concrete, but that's 36 concrete. So it takes 45 limestone. So times parenthesis, 36 divided by 15. So to get 36 concrete, it takes 108 limestone. That is a... So 48 iron, 48 coal, 108 limestone. Ugh. But if we look at our alt recipe, we can see which one's better in terms of resources. Because I don't give a shit about how much power or how much space it'll take up. I just want... Oh, you're not even seeing what I'm... Here. You're not even... Okay, there you go. I just want the most efficiency on, like, what I'm making, right? I want to use the least amount of garbage. So let's see. This one requires 24 steel pipe and 20 concrete to make 4 encased industrial beams. Now this is not a 1-to-1 scale because this one, the other one makes 6, so we're going to have to multiply this by 1.5, whatever our result is, and see what the efficiency rate is. So, in reality, to get 24 steel pipe, right, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so it's 24 iron and 24 coal. And only 20 concrete. So it takes 45 to make 15 concrete. So 20 times divided by 15. So that takes us to 60 limestone. Now, for efficiency's sake, we're going to multiply all this by 1.5. So to match OG 6 IB, it would actually be 36 iron 36 coal, and 90 limestone. So we're saving 18 limestone and 12 coal and 12 iron. So this is actually better. Let's do this. Better than OG. So we'll probably switch to this for encased concrete because it's a little less. It's a little more like it's a little less power efficient. But I don't care. Plus, if I just do this, we get our 6. Oh, I could have just brought that up. Yeah, that's so much better. Okay. Basically, I'm looking at everything. This circuit board's going to piss me off. I know that for sure. Oh, like this one. This is like a lateral movement for reinforced iron plates because it takes less iron. Actually, don't put that there. It takes less iron. Oh, wait, no. It goes in. Yeah, we'll put it here. There we go. That's prettier. Takes less iron, but then you have to put copper into it. Although, oh yeah, so it makes it pretty much a 1-to-1 scale of copper to iron. So you can just supplement some of your iron for copper in that case. But I don't really want to do that. Okay. Plastic and stuff. That'll be this category, which is basically just circuits. So the regular circuit board. You can't see it, but I promise I'm telling the truth. It's 15 copper sheets and 30 plastic for 7.5 circuit boards. Which means if we look at the copper sheet, to get 15, we're going to have to use 30 copper. And then this plastic is plastic, so 30 copper, 30 plastic. Cool. One and done. Now this electrode, oh, this is such a different recipe. It's kind of impossible to compare them all. I think it's just a matter of what I want to use. I think for the time being, we'll stick to just this because I don't want to deal with anything else. What? Alternate compacted coal. Interesting. Anyway. Okay. I don't think I need versatile frameworks for anything. So we're done with there. We just need to look at the manufacturers now. And this is where the not fun begins. Oh, we can do plastic smart plating. Interesting. Yeah, let's add that in here. Let's see. It's an alt recipe for smart plate. That is 2.5 RIP. 2.5 rotor. and 7.5 plastic for 5 smart plates. Pretty good deal. Honestly, it looks fine enough. Let's see. For smart plates, half of that is 2.25 iron. Or 22.5. Yeah, that's right. 2.5 rotors is different because rotors come in 4. So 45 times, let's see, 2.5 divided by 4. It's 28. So in total, it is 50.625 and then 7.5 plastic. Now how does that compare? Oh, it's horrible. It's so much better just to do regular smart plate. I think this one exists only for the sake of like power and like less buildings. So this is terrible. Worse than OG. Let's see. We'll put this one here. And I'm just going to put end. Oh, fuck. I'm just going to put end stiff. As in, like, things that don't really have a category. So, heavy modular frame. Don't tab over. Heavy modular frame is 10 modular frames, 40 steel pipes, 10 industrial case beams, and 240 screws to give us 2 heavy modular frames. Now, how much does that really cost? Let's see. So 10 modular frames. To get 2 modular frames, it's 36 iron. So 10 of those is going to be 180. 180 iron. Steel pipe is going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. So 220 iron and 40 coal. I capitalized my 4. 40 coal. We have 10 industrial cased beams. Which under the better ratio that we're going to be using. Wait, no. Yes. Better ratio. So we have to multiply these by 2.5. So that's 48 and then 60. 60 iron. Sorry if I'm boring you. It's going to be the same for coal. And then 60 limestone, which is 120, 150 limestone. And then 240 screws. That's a kicker. Screws. Here you go. 10 iron. So that is 6 machines for that. So that's 60 iron. So, to make a heavy modular frame, it's 340 iron, 100 coal, and 150 limestone. That's a bitch. We're here for the yapping. Yeah, but I figured, like, we're not here for the math yapping, you know? Just the regular yapping. Ash is good at yapping. I'm just good at math. Let's see what the alternate recipe. This is the one that people talk about. That is better. So that gives you 2 heavy modular frames. This one gives you almost double the amount. Alt heavy modular frame. So 18 points. Oh shit. What you trying to say, right? I mean, Ash. I'm a better man. I'm not gonna say mean things. Anyway. Modular frame. Encased beams. 75 rubber. That's the tricky part. I'm gonna have a... Wait, no, this has screws. I'm doing the non-screw one. This one. 7.5 modular frame. So already less modular frames for more heavy modular frames. And less steel or encased industrial beams. Now that number is a bitch, so I might as well like round these numbers up to something. Like, what are these numbers? These are ugly ass numbers. 33.75, 9.375. Who's drunk ass talked about these? And if I like increase the denominations, it doesn't do any. This is the least ugly if you double it. And then it goes back to ugly. But I'm not here for that math. Let's see. 33.75 steel pipe. And then 20.625 concrete. And that gives us 2.813 heavy modular frames. And what that equates to, so 7.5 modular frames. Modular frame, 36 iron. Comes at a rate of 2. So 36 times 7.5 divided by 2. So that's 135 iron. This encased beam is doo-doo caca. Alright. This alternate recipe's better. So 24 times 9.375 divided by 4. So that's going to be 56.25 iron and coal. So 56.25 plus 135 is 191.25. Now these steel beams are the same case. So I just add 33.75 to both of those. And that gets me 90 coal even. Pretty number there. And this one gets me to 247.5 iron. Plus this concrete, so we have it's 45 limestone to 15. So this is 20.625 times 15. Oh, not times 15, divided by 15. So the concrete rate is at 61.875. Or the limestone rate. So I have to divide everything down because, okay, I don't even have to like fully add to this, but this is better in every way. So we're producing more, we're using less iron, we're using less coal, we're using less limestone. It is so ridiculously more efficient. I'm not even going to do the math as to say how efficient it is. So, better than OG. Oh, wait. No, yeah, that's right. This is ridiculously better than the OG. So, we're only going to produce heavy modular frames like this. This computer. Now, I haven't used any of my Caterium yet. I'm kind of tempted to use Caterium rather than everything else. But let's look at this refinery first. I don't have copper sheets. Gosh freaking dang it. Can I ask you to do the math of the upgrade? What upgrade? I don't have any copper sheets. Maybe they're over there. There's no upgrade in boss things today. That's right. Well, shit. Well, let me take some of this. Put a little crafting bench right here because I'm lazy. I don't even know how many copper sheets I need. Y'all, I'm kind of hungry, and all that's next to me is this bottle of Cholula hot sauce. One of these days, my thoughts are going to get the best of me. I'm going to assume that's enough. Hell yeah. Okay. So, my headset's dying again. I guess we'll do the math on the plastic. So plastic. For 20 plastic. I'm not going to do the math over here. Oh yeah, I guess I have to. Plastic. So that's 45 crude oil. So to make 20, nope, plastic. That is 30 crude oil. Let's make 20 plastic. And now I should probably add a byproduct. BP. That double slash will mean byproduct. 10 heavy residue. Rubber requires 30 crude oil and gives us 20 rubber and 20 heavy residue. So it's like the same rate, just gives me more residue, which is weird. Now I only get this like garbage stuff from that. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I don't even know how to liquid biofuel this shit. I don't know how you automate biofuel. Be interesting. I don't know how you do it. Can I not package biofuel? No, that's probably in the packer. Would be smart. Yes. Okay. So just to keep track of how much oil this stuff also uses. Yes, so let's do the regular computer first. Oh, I guess we should actually look at the rest of the circuit boards, just so we can compare what's best. In terms, oh, okay. Petroleum coke. This is heavy oil residue. Petroleum coke. 40 heavy oil residue. 120 petrol coke. Damn. PC. Or PTC. So this rubber, I should probably add the byproduct for everything. Okay. So this circuit board, this alt circuit board, I need 20 rubber. The rubber will give me enough. Let's see. So 20 heavy oil residue would give me 60. More than enough. So I don't. Interesting. So I can make 5 circuit boards from a single refinery making rubber. Interesting. Huh. With a byproduct, that would have excess of 20 PCT. So I'd have to find somewhere to do with that, but honestly, that can so easily be solved with an awesome sink. So this is kind of significantly better because it doesn't force me to use any copper. So I would honestly say situationally better than OG. Because just how easy it is. Now, this Caterium circuit board, I don't have to deal with that. And okay, yeah. So sure. This electrode circuit board is probably the best thing we can do. Now this computer is 10 circuit boards. $20 cable. And 40 plastic. Okay. Gets me 2.5 computers. I really don't have to worry about the heavy oil residue because I can just awesome sink it. So I'm not going to be adding that here. So in reality, what does this cost me? 10 circuit boards, well, that is 20 rubber and the petrol coke. So it's really just 20 rubber, period, dot. So 60 crude oil. 60 crude oil. The cable, I think, runs on a 1-to-1 copper. So 20 copper. And then the plastic. 40 plastic is... So to make a computer is actually a lot less than what I thought. It's just 120 crude oil and copper to make one plastic. Oh, my cat is being a weirdo. Stop trying to open the damn door! I don't want him to hurt his claws on the door. There we go. So let's see what this Caterium computer does for us. Alt. Computer. That doesn't make sense. No, it does. Computer. CPT. Alright. 15 circuit boards, so that's 60 rubber, which is 90 crude oil. This quick wire is, I need to add a quick wire recipe. That is 12 Caterium ingot, or cat, to 60 quick wire. Easy. Done. So 52.5 quick wire, and then 22.25 rubber, which it's 30 times 22.5 divided by 20, right? Yeah. Oh, shit. I should probably add this. Ribbit. To makes 3.75 computer. Which say, oh, I did this. I just went straight to quantifying it. So 15 circuit boards. So that's 90 crude oil for that. And then it's another 33.7. So 123.75 crude oil. And the 52.5 quick wire. Which is a different rate. So 12 times 60 divided by 52.25, or no, 0.5. No, I did it the wrong way. It's 12 times 52.5. Oh, hello, Fern, and bye, Fern. If I has issues will be fixed today. We'll join next stream. Goodbye, I'll see you tomorrow. So this is 10.5 deuterium. And that gives us a higher rate. So I'm actually going to divide, let's see. So 123.75 crude oil times 3.75 for our new computers divided by the old computers, which is 2.5. So I'm doing my math wrong for sure. Two point or two 123.75 times, is it the smaller time divided by 7.35? 82. So the math side of things, right, would be 82.5 crude oil. Shit, hold on. And 10.5. So at the same rate, quick wire. So do we want? So for a 1-to-1 rate, we save a shit ton. We save 80 crude oil. And if we want to trade 20 copper to 7 quick wire or 7 deuterium, we can. And honestly, that might be the good trade to go because I don't use deuterium too much. And I have a bunch. I have a 480 coming in. So honestly, this alternate might be way better. Better than OG. So we'll probably use this alt computer. This has really just been an hour of me yapping about recipes and math. It would be funny if I just post this in the rat chat. Saying, hey, look what you missed. You all feel stupid now, don't you? You all bet you stuck around for this one. It's an unfortunate but necessary episode in order for this to progress forward. We're almost at 2,000 characters for this garbage. Okay, so that's our computer recipe. Yeah, let's get this modular engine put in here. I don't even know. I'm sure I'll need it later. There's probably engines for something else. Modular engine. The oops all math. Oops. So 2 motors. MTR. 15 rubber. And 2 smart plates. Gets us 1 modular engine. Me! Which in reality, if we look at our motors, so it's 5 of them that we get. So we only need the 2. So 145.5 times 2 divided by 5. So 1 motor takes 58.2 iron. It's 15 rubber. So to reduce that by half, so that's 7.5. 22.5 crude oil. And 2 smart plates. I think smart plates are 45 or something. 40.5. Modular engines take less than I thought they did. Adaptive control units. Those are the real SOBs. Now the automated wiring. Let's look at the high-speed connector. 210 quick wire? Is this? So if I double this. 3.75? And that's 3.75. So I can get a chunky amount of automated wirings if I want. That might be the case. We might want to future-proof it. Let's see. I know I have another automated wiring. Here it is. Alt. Automated wiring. I lost it. There it is. 3.75 stator. SDTR. 75 liter. And 1.875 high speed connector. Probably should have done the math on the high speed connector first. Womp womp. 7.5 automated wiring. Which is cracked. Let's do that one. Okay. So this is double than for what I would need, right? That's fine. I'm going to put this in end because it seems like it would be an end. High speed connector is 120 quick wire, 37.5 cable, 3.75 circuit board. That gets us 3.75 high-speed connector. Now, 210 quick wire. If we look at our quick wire recipe, we get 60 from that. So 12 times 210 divided by 60. So that's 42 deuterium. 37.5 cable is really just 37.5 copper. And then the 3.75 circuit boards. Now, our better one produces 5 circuit boards. So it's 20 rubber for that, 30 crude oil. So it's 30 crude oil for 5 circuit boards. So 30 times 3.75 divided by 5. So it's really only 22.5 crude oil. So honestly, not terrible. Not a terrible rate for this high-speed connector, especially when you look at the fact that it can produce up to 15 automated wiring. So I think that's a worthy investment. So let's finish out this. Automated wiring. So that is for a stator, which makes 5, but we only need 3.75. Gosh, this is going to be the most boring stream ever, because we're going to have to do the equations afterward to see, like, how many buildings we need of each. I should have just done this on my free time, so I could just build during stream. Alright, stator. Okay, there we go. So 20 copper times 3.75 divided by 5. It's 15. Copper. Now this steel pipe we learned is a 1-to-1 ratio for iron and coal. 15 iron and 15 coal. This wire is 75, so but it's double the rate, because 15 gives us 30. So 75 halved is 37.5, I think. Yeah. So add that to this, 37.5, that's 52.5. And this high-speed connector is really just half of what the high-speed connector produces or requires. So 21 deuterium. Oh, half of a half. 37.5 divided by 2 is 18.75. Plus our 52.5. So that's actually 71.25 copper. And then 22 or 11.25 crude oil. So we see this, and this produces 3 times the amount that the other one does. So now we have to divide everything by 3. So 71.25 divided by 3 is actually 23.75 copper. 15 iron divided by 3 is 5 iron. That's 5 coal. Divided by 3, that's 7 caterium. 11.25 divided by 3 is 3.75 crude oil. So now we have to ask the question, right? So normal automated wiring requires 60 copper, 7.5 iron, and 7.5 coal, while this requires 63.75 copper, 5 iron, 5 coal, 7 caterium, and 3.75 crude oil. So does the 2.5 iron, 2.5 coal, and 37 copper, is that worth the added machinery and the added caterium and crude oil? Maybe. Honestly, probably. I would say this is better. All right. Yes, that's right. We're looking at the adaptive control unit. Were we? I actually don't remember. Adaptive control unit. This is our final piece of the last one. Of our last phase. So this is 5 automated wiring. 5 circuit board. 1 heavy modular frame. And 2 computer. And that gives us 1 adaptive control unit. So back to the drawing board. What does that mean for us? 5 automated wiring. Here it is. So that produces 7.5. So we can just multiply these numbers by 2. To get that wiring. Times 2. So that is actually 47.5 copper, 10 iron, 10 coal, 14 caterium, and 7.5 crude oil. Now the circuit boards require, what is that, 30? Because it's 5 to make a circuit board. Or it's, circuit boards is 20 rubber and it's other crap. Yeah, and 20 rubber is 30. So that's 37 crude oil. The heavy modular frame is going to be a pain, because it's better than the OG. And it comes at a very doo-doo caca rate. That's fine. 2.5 heavy modular frames. Oh, I'm gonna have to do some terrible math. Okay, so man, 2.813 divided by 1. It's just that. So do I just divide everything by that? Yeah, I guess. So 247.5 iron divided by 2.813. Such ugly numbers. Oh my gosh. So this is 97.984. Rounding to the thousandth place. I lost my place. Coal. 90 divided by 2.813. It's an additional 41.994. Deuterium. No. This is 21 point. 875. $996 limestone, and then the two computers. So this computer's better, produces 37 point. Gosh, why did I play a game of all this damn math? I love math, but oh my gosh. Okay. Whew, we're locked back in. Computer. What is my likelihood? So this is 3, so we need to divide 2 divided by 3.75. 53. So I need to multiply this crap by 0.53. So 123.75 divided by 0.53. No, I have to multiply it because math is math. 0.53 is plus 37.5. That gives me 103.088. You win in math, so you get math. This is 10.5 times 0.53 deuterium. So we add, so that's 19.565. I forgot where I'm looking. Oh, that's it. Okay. So this is what it takes to make an adaptive control unit. Look at that ugly ass number, bro. And now, we also need to balance the fact that I need to make a supercomputer. Oh, and this AI limiter. We'll put the AI limiter here. AI limiter. 25 copper sheets. 100 quick wire. Makes one AI limiter. Or an AIL. Now, what does that mean for us? 25 copper sheets. It's 12.5 copper. Uh, 120 quick wire. So, oh, every 60% of that. 15. So 5x 20. 20, 15, cover, no, looking at the wrong things. Shit. Trying to quick wire. So what's it? 20 Caterium. Okay. Now I go back over here. Okay. Gosh, this is doggy doo-doo caca land. And now here's the thing. I'm not even going to be going to the maximum of everything here because, like, I'm not going to produce. Is this even worth it? Because I'm not gonna produce 3.75 AI limiters unless I do. Unless I do be really precise. I'll cross that bridge once we get to it. Oh, what am I doing again? Supercomputer. Uh, 7.5 computers. Computer. 3.75 AI limiters. .625 high-speed connectors and 52.5 plastic. P gives me 1.875 super computer. A CPT. So what does that mean? Well, this computer over here gives me 3.75, which is half. So I can just take this, double that. So we're back at 21 Caterium here. This is going to be a 0.5 here. This is going to be a 7. And that's going to be a 24. The AI limiters, I need times 3.75 here, so that's not going to help. So 12.5 times 3.75. Okay. That is a lot of crude oil to build one of these things, man. That's almost a full node. We're getting to ridiculous amounts of resources. What am I looking at? What am I doing? Where am I? 46.875. I think that's copper is what I'm calculating. Yeah. And then that's a lot of deuterium. 3.775 times 20. 75 deuterium. The high-speed connector. Gosh, that's more cookwire. Great. Googly moogly. How much does this make? 3.75. Not enough because it's a stupid number right here. See what? See, and those are cleaner numbers. Why? Why? Why are you like this? They're doing this on purpose. They're making this on purpose. Porpoise. Sons of bitches. Alright. So I need to take my demand, which is 5.625, divided by my production to see what my ratio is going to be. So 1.5. So I need to multiply everything that this one has by 1.5. So, I mean, that's kind of easy. That's 21. So that's 63 deuterium. 159. This feels like something I should know, but I don't. 37.5 times 1.5. That's 56.2 copper. 0.25 copper. Which is an ugly number, so I'm going to have to just add that. 46.875. Which is 102.5 copper. I got lost again. This 22.5 times 1.5 is 37.75. Add to that is 24.7 blah 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 and some plastic. 20 divided by 52.5. No, that's the wrong way. 52.5 divided by 20 and then take that times 30. Oh shit, I lost my number. Fuck. 52.4 times divided by I'm going crazy. This times 30 plus 281.25. Oh, what a funny little number. Exactly 360 crude oil to make this. How about that? And then whatever this is. Where's the sulfuric acid come in, bro? This battery, right? Oh, that's gonna be in the refinery. Enhances and directs radio signals. I'm not even gonna get into this. This is aluminum. We're gonna have to get into that later. Oh wait, no, it's the blender, right? Which I really don't have the stuff for. Oh, but I fucking should. Okay. What did I need for that again? Bro, I'm doing too much math at midnight on a Wednesday. What have I done to myself? You know, if you asked me however many years ago, high school, middle school, whatever, if this is what I would turn into, I might have believed you, maybe. Wouldn't stop me from being... Alright. The only thing that this makes is a battery. And that's another alumina solution. That's mostly solution. So this blender doesn't really matter. This doesn't interfere at all. Over on this side. So. Manufacture. The end goal. Oh, do we... Oh. Make this an assembler? You can. The end... Oh. The end goal. If I can allow myself to finish speaking. Is to make this. Which requires 1.5 adaptive control units. So this assembly... Director system. 1.5 adaptive control unit and 0.75 super CPT computer. That gives us 0.75 assembly director system adds. Which I don't want to do all the math. Oh, I'm gonna have to build this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. I don't even know where to go from here. What's my next step? I have all this math. What for? I have all the secrets of the universe that will ever be held. What will I do with it? There's a hole in my ceiling. I'm everything I wanted to be, and yet I am nowhere. Existential crises with Ratman. Namaste. I've never gotten this far. I've never had this problem before. I'm experiencing a new problem. What do I do? Do I take my list and go down to the lowest denominators and just produce everything I can? Because I have way more than enough materials. Maybe I'm lazy. I have a question, if anyone is still here. I don't, Well, now it just sounds like I'm a quitter. Do we take a break from Satisfactory? Come back with fresh eyes? And maybe I periodically spend a couple minutes in my free time here and there making this super mega factory of just rambling and tying random bits together. And then when I'm done and everything is perfect again, we come back to Satisfactory. There's a hole in my ceiling over there. And that's when we return. So you don't have to sit through and suffer this endless madness. And so that way we come back and I have a supercomputer. Or do you want to see the madness? I don't know. I'm so lost right now. I've entered like the opposite of Nirvana. Because this is just nitty gritty stuff that we have gone through already. Yeah, sounds a good idea. Sounds a good plan. Heard. Taking a break sounds good. Yeah, because we're almost at a lot of episodes. I mean, obviously it's my longest running. Huh. I love the Satisfactory teams, but they've been ongoing for a long time, so it might be a bit of a break. Yeah, I think so too. I think once like we have, because it's kind of weird with Satisfactory, right? You get far, and then you can kind of go back and rewrite some of it. And this is the rewriting part. That's like the not fun part. Like the discovering things is great. We love discovering things, but maximizing the factor or whatever. But yeah, starting from square one. Maybe that was a mistake on my part. I don't know. Maybe get some fresh eyes on it later. Yeah, we'll take a break. I think Satisfactory has been going on for pretty much as long as I have been streaming. Maybe not having an episode every week or so. Sometimes multiple times a week. But yeah, maybe it is a time to take a break. Which, funnily enough, we've just reached 100 hours in this game. Neat. Well then, Vio and Haley, because you're here, we have reached this idea of starting a break. You can help me choose the next game. And I've been thinking about some. Damn, that's a lot. It is a lot of hours. I've been thinking about a bunch. The first Satisfactory was 5 months ago. Damn. Really? Only 5 months ago? What was I doing before then? Let me look at my own damn channel. I should probably When did I start streaming? What did I do before Satisfactory? Oh, I did Frostpunk. Oh, I only started streaming 7 months ago. How about that? Oh, yeah, it was Frostpunk and Sekiro. And then I had that week where I tried a whole bunch of new games. That's right. Satisfactory was them. Wow. It's been a lot shorter run than I remember. Okay, so for games I had in mind, I was thinking Dragon Age, the series. So that's Dragon Age 1, Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, and Dragon Age Vanguard. We're going to play all four of those games. Maybe not like back to back, but you know, as we go along. I still got to get the counts that are out for Fallout New Vegas. I'm sure we'll find them as we go into it tomorrow. I don't want to do Fallout 4 while we're doing Fallout New Vegas because, you know, we got to have a little bit. I would love to play Cyberpunk for you guys, but I have played it a lot and I would not be getting anything new from it. And I feel like a fresh experience is funner to watch than me already knowing everything. I want to do Red Dead Redemption, but I don't have it yet, and I kind of don't want to buy it right now. Do we do another story game or do we do another sandbox game? There are two counts already in mind. Is a dead count one of them? Let's see. I don't really have a bunch of like small games. Yes, to which one, Haley? Sandbox or story? Because there was Minecraft. I could always start a new Minecraft. Oh, there is the Plague Tale games, but see, I've already beaten the first one, and I would have to play the second one. But if I replayed the first one again, uh, you wouldn't have my first honest reaction. Story sounds good. I agree. I do definitely prefer story. Now we do also have Subnautica, which would be funny, and some people might like that because I hate deep water, and I would be basically torturing myself. I do have Titanfall 2. I've never played that before. I have a lot less story games than I thought I did. I have Dedge count and success counts from it. Let's go. Guess there is the Divinity games. Especially since Divinity 3 is coming out. That would be cool to be able to play. Let me see. Let's see what's on sale of stream. Let me look at Red Dead. Red Dead Redemption 2 is $15 right now. Hell yeah. Okay. I could do Red Dead Redemption. So, let's see. Your options are Red Dead, Divinity, Subnautica, Dragon Age, or Planet Zoo. Or Planet Coaster, if we want to do a tycoon game. Oh, I do also want to play Soma. Soma's a horror game. I've played a little bit of it. Not a lot at all. Divinity. It's by Larian Studios, the same people who did Baldur's Gate 3. It's their first games. That kind of like led them to do Baldur's Gate 3, and it's very much that top-down RPG kind of vibe. Red Dead or Dragon Age. Good choices. What say you, Vio? Let's see, what else is there? Oot and Boot. I haven't looked at a lot of new games recently. I've never played Devil May Cry. I also don't think I'd like Devil May Cry. There's Space Marine 2, but I want to play that with Ash. Really, I know none about any of the games, but I think Red Dead might be fun. Sounds like we're playing Red Dead Redemption then. If you both like the idea of Red Dead, so be it. The viewers I had already picked Fallout New Vegas. I can just get the Red Dead. I can get them bundle. Nice. All right. Man, we're really going to get our cowboy vibes on with our wasteland of New Vegas and into the southern ways of Red Dead Redemption. I like this plan. Similar to Cyberpunk, and I'm excited for that. Alright. That'll be neat. Sounds like a plan, y'all. Thanks for coming. Sorry it's a little shorter. Sorry we had our very boring time. For all of our math and all of our stupid stuff. I'm sure we'll come back to Satisfactory and it'll be much cooler. Or I wonder, I don't know, maybe it's better as like a video series instead of streams. So I can just deal with that crap and like the southern accent riot must make a comeback. I can just deal with like all of the crap of like building this random dumb stuff, coming back and just making a video. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll see you tomorrow for Fallout New Vegas. Goodbye. Thank you very much for coming, y'all. Goodbye. Good night. Goodbye.